Start recording. Stop recording. Button.
Hey everybody, Blind Shooter checking back in. Hope you all are doing well. Today's video is going to be about the process in which it takes to get a gun license here in New York City. Starting out, you're going to need to download the form off the internet, which can be located at nyc.gov/NYPD licensing. The form is pretty much a 4473 with a few added questions, some of which, in my opinion, violate your constitutional rights. But that's a whole separate issue. When filling out the form, you pretty much have to give your full name, date of birth, social, current address, and all that good stuff. Then, you're given the options of which license you'd like. A business license, security guard, concealed carry, residency premise. Now, unless you're extremely rich and have connections, you're not getting concealed carry in New York City at all, so don't even bother trying that one. Unless you own a business, the only one you're going to get is residency premise. And that pretty much just says that you can own a gun in your home to protect yourself and transport it to and from the range, unloaded, in a lockbox, trigger locks, and all that good stuff. Once you select which license you're applying for, you have to tell them why you want the license. For me, I just put down target shooting, and it was pretty good enough for them. The next step is you're going to have to prove where you live, and state ID does not count. So you're going to need to get 2 forms of identification with your current address on them. Cable bill, cell phone bill, car insurance payments, any of those tend to do. Once that's all taken care of, you have to get 3 people who are not related to you to write letters of recommendation stating that they know you and that you've never been institutionalized in a mental hospital or been incarcerated for any serious crimes. Next, if you don't live by yourself, everyone in your house has to write a letter and get it notarized stating that they know you're applying for a gun permit, and if you're approved, you're going to have a gun in the home and they are comfortable with that decision. Next, you're going to need to find someone who's willing to take responsibility of your firearms in the event you're incarcerated, institutionalized, or you die. That person has to write a letter stating that they have no problem doing so, get it notarized. Once you jump through all those hoops, filled out the documentation, you then kind of have to pay an astronomical fee. It's roughly about $500. Half of that goes towards the NYPD, the other half of it goes towards getting your fingerprints taken care of. Once all that's taken care of, you have 2 options of submitting all your forms. You can either send it in the mail or do it in person. I highly recommend doing it in person because there's been instances where they conveniently haven't received anyone's paperwork. Wonder whose fault that was. After waiting about 90 days, you're going to get a letter in the mail stating whether they want to approve you or you've been denied. If they're thinking of approving you, you're going to have to go down to One Police Plaza, located in Lower Manhattan, and go for a sit-down interview with a detective. At that point, they're pretty much going to grill you as to why you want a handgun license. Hopefully, you get lucky and you get a detective that's cool with firearms and appreciates your Second Amendment right. Some of them are. Unfortunately, though, some of them don't want citizens to own a gun here in the city. Hopefully, if you're lucky enough, you get a detective that will tell you right then and there if you've been approved. I was fortunate enough to get someone just like that, but I'm not going to reveal his name because I don't want to jeopardize his career at all. You're going to have to wait about 90 days once you have been told you've been approved. At that point, you're given what's called a purchase authorization form when you pick up your license. That's pretty much a form where you put down which kind of firearm you want, make, model, caliber. You have 90 days to purchase a gun once you get that purchase authorization form and your license. Once you get the firearm itself, you have 72 hours exact to take that gun down to One Place Plaza, have them inspect it, register it in their computer, and put it on your license. If you fail to do so, trust me, they will come looking for you. They don't play around with that shit. Anytime after that, however, if you wish to get a second, third, fourth, fifth handgun, etc., you have to fill out the form all over again saying that you'd like a new handgun, wait for them to either approve or deny you, go pick up the gun, and do the same process all over again. Bring it down, get it inspected, have them put it on your license. Unfortunately, here in New York City, you're only allowed 5 handguns on 1 license. Once you apply for a 6th one, you pretty much have to jump through more hoops. Then, you're pretty much allowing them to come and inspect your home at their choice, just to make sure you're obeying the law and keeping guns unloaded and in a safe area. Complete violation of your rights, I know, but until we can change the political climate here in this city, it's what we have to do to enjoy our Second Amendment rights. Hopefully this video helps someone who's interested in getting their gun license here in New York City. If anyone has any questions, send a comment. I'll try and get back to you as quick as possible. Until next time, everybody, stay safe, God bless the United States, and don't ever apologize for being an American.
Stop recording. Button.